I have spent the past weeks staring at a blank text document on my computer, as at the time I had just finished watching the final episode of Chained Soldier, and I wanted to talk about it. But honestly, I couldn't think of anything notable to talk about, and that is shocking. As Chained Soldier features a world where men are subservient to women, and has the protagonist sexually rewarded at the end of their mission. Yet, I could not think of anything interesting to say about it, as that one descriptive sentence is all the information we currently have in the anime. Thinking about it more, I just found the anime incredibly bland, with nothing really of note to explore in a detailed video. So that got me thinking, why is Chained Soldier so bland? And after thinking about it for a while, I came up with 3 reasons. The ecchi content, the girls, and its seasonal competition. The ecchi content in this series feels like a throwback to High School DxD, or Shinmei Mao, as they will show oppai and have a few risque scenes, but nothing that would really stand out compared to its contemporary counterparts such as Redo of a Heather or Gushing Over Magical Girls, which I will talk about soon. In fact, the etchiness in Chained Soldier feels incredibly forced, which to the show's credit is what it is meant to feel like, mainly down to the whole ecchi being a reward gimmick, but at the same time undermines the point of the entire series for the viewer. This gimmick aspect is made worse through the decision to censor many scenes with this annoying glitter pattern on screen, and by making the decision to cut ecchi scenes in favour of more action. Normally this would not be a problem, but the entire point of an ecchi series is to have ecchi scenes. As the primary reason you would choose to watch Chained Soldier is due to the ecchi scenes in it, as otherwise you would just watch a standard isekai or fantasy series, which would no doubt have a more complex story in exchange for the lack of ecchi. Additionally, this lack of ecchi causes there to be less romantic and physical chemistry of the girls involved, not that the girls themselves help in this aspect. This is because none of the girls in the anime have any real personality or depth to them. The main girl, Keioka, has as much personality as the paper she was initially drawn on, with the show having to remind us at the start of every episode what her motivation is in life. The rest of the girls are not better, with them all having one-note personalities, such as Tenko and Shushu. Furthermore, this is compounded by none of the girls getting any real character development, as a result of the anime having to introduce so many female characters, meaning there is no time for each character to undergo a complex character arc, or have more to their personality apart from the role they have in the story at the given time they were introduced. To combat this, other anime usually turn up their characters' personalities to 11, meaning that you are left with an obvious impression of what the characters are actually like. Easy examples being High School DxD and Konosuba, as you may not know Darkness's background till Season 2, but I guarantee you will know exactly what she is like after a few episodes in Season 1. Chained Soldier, on the other hand, doesn't do this, as the personality difference between Shushi and Himari is practically zero after they get to know the protagonist, and as a result the chemistry between them and Yuki is practically nil. There is nothing that makes you think, wow, they would be great together, or I want to see more situations involving them. Instead you think, whatever, and move on to the next anime show you plan to watch. And this is made worse when the next anime show is just flat out better. The reason I say this is during this winter season of 2023, Gushing Over Magical Girls was also airing, and, as I have just stated, it is just a flat out better show. Its action is better, its comedy is better, its character relationships are better, its opening and ending are better, and its ecchi is envelope pushing. To make matters even worse, it also aired uncensored on HiDive, the same streaming platform as Chained Soldier. So you could watch the episodes one after another, and after watching an episode of Gushing Over Magical Girls following Chained Soldier, you think, what was the point of watching Chained Soldier, as it would just feel like a bland mess in comparison. Simply compare the average Magic Beza fight to the average Yuki fight, where one will be a 2D fight involving lots of ecchi while slowly advancing the plot, and the other will be a generic CGI fight with no ecchi and the plot moving forward at a steady pace. You would pick the ecchi fight every time, as you chose to watch an ecchi series, and this extends to the other aspects of the two series. So much so, compared to Gushing Over Magical Girls, Chained Soldier feels dull by comparison. As Chained Soldier is just a subpar adaptation of an OK manga, which was overshadowed by something that was just flat out better. There is still hope though, as they did announce season 2 of the anime, and for the source material's sake, I really hope they do it justice next season and turn the anime around.